It was at this moment that he knew.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
You are now listening to the world's most popular, inaccurate, and sometimes squirreled retelling of pop culture history. It's Podcast 42 on the Podfix Network.
Is Mr. Davis and David the same person?
I don't know, because it's time for Podcast 42. You don't have time to highlight those scripts. I'm Christopher DeVos.
I'm Sabrina Pierre, and I'll do what I want.
JL Tropes.
I'm Laura. Hi.
You get to say hi again for this episode.
I know, that was pretty exciting.
And Mr. Davis is not the same person as David.
Good. That was a lot
Otherwise,
of
then you would be David.
Well, we're doing something different tonight, but first, let's crack open the beer cooler.
JL's beer cooler, it's cooler than you think. JL's beer cooler, it's cool enough to drink. It's cool enough to drink, yeah.
That's me knocking on my beer cooler.
Who could that be knocking at my door? Go away.
So, today we got another nice one from Goose Island. I'd like to thank everyone for that nice BOGO sale.
Yes.
Always it's nice to get 2 for 1. It's their Next Coast IPA. Gonna go on an IPA kick because we all know how much Laura loves them. And she missed the last one. So why miss this one?
Yeah, the last one I think she would have liked.
Yeah, I think so. This one, I don't know.
Did you put that down for her? The computer's blocking my way. Is she drinking too?
No, she just has one.
Okay.
No, I haven't been blessed with the one I missed.
Well, she was cooking all day, and she's like, I need a beer. And then she came in and said, well, JL must have taken all the Goose Island from last week. And I'm like, no. There was like half a case in there.
Yeah, no, they're in there. I saw them. The case is still in there unless you're being a teenager and it's empty.
No, it's full. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Oh, I love that song.
Anyway, so whenever we do a Goose Island, just know that all the labels are going to be one, because there's nothing on the labels.
This one fades.
They're all plain and yucky.
Yeah, this one does like an ombre effect with the lettering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what kind of effect?
Ombre.
Ombre.
That's fancy talk for changing hair color.
It is.
Oh.
Well, this first sip, I think I'm starting to really like IPAs, or
Because you're an old man now.
this is good. Old man, the IPA isn't an old man thing; it's a hipster thing.
Take a look at my life.
He drinks bourbon and IPAs.
That's a sophisticated secret agent thing, not an old man thing.
Oh man.
Anyway, stay tuned to the end of our show where we rate the beer. We're going to rate it on 1 through 6, 1 being the worst, 6 being the best. It's based on a 6-pack, which makes sense to everybody but one lone Canadian in Kissimmee. So tonight, we are doing something really different. We're going to take some old radio plays from the 30s and 40s, and we're going to reenact them. But we have a twist.
Excuse me, Chris.
What?
This first one says it is 1953.
We're taking some radio plays from the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Thank you.
And we're going to reenact them. We have randomly divided out the parts. So we picked parts from a fishbowl. If you picked a male part and you're a female, that's what you are. Now,
You're the part you pick.
You're the parts you picked.
You're a man. You're
Also,
a woman, man.
Sound effects will be done by us as well.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, like, if my lines are interrupted by sound effects, do I still read over them? Like, do I continue my line while the sound effect people are doing their sound effects?
If that's what the script calls for.
But how do you know that's what it, like, here, I start, but there is sound effects. And then my thing, that would just be like one sentence.
This was a...
So much for not editing.
No, yeah.
It's because I'm pretty.
It would be announcer, sound effects, and then announcer.
So I would wait for them to finish their sound effects.
Yes.
I'm practicing my sound effects.
Okay. And I'm assuming that because the first line is not in capitals, that I'm kind of far away, so I'm not yelling it. But
you can do
I yell the second part.
You can do whatever you want. There are no rules to this.
I need some.
And this is why TV was created.
I need some direction. Okay.
So, in case you haven't picked up, these scripts have not been read ahead of time. No. Also, we've assigned some quirks to some of the main characters, and we will tell you about them before we do the radio drama.
Oh, we're telling them who we are?
Yeah, we'll tell them who we are and what their quirk is if they have one.
Okay.
All right, and we may go off script too. You never know. This is like the.
But you won't know because you're not reading.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anyways.
So our first drama is from.
Why is this part so big?
1953.
That doesn't sound right.
1953. It's from the series The Hall of Fantasy. And this episode is called The Shadow People. I will be playing...
No, it's called The Shadow People Date.
No, it's not.
No. The date it aired was September 21st, 1953.
Oh, I was very
It wasn't
confused.
like the dating game or anything
I
like
thought
that.
it was Shadow People Dating. I was really excited.
I choose Shadow Person number 2.
I'm going to take a picture of the title and post it on our podcast group page so everybody can see why I thought it was The Shadow People Dating.
Okay. It could be The Shadow People Dating. That sounds like a great show.
Yeah.
That's the sequel.
I'm going to be playing Dr. Helios, and Dr. Helios has a quirk. He sounds like Christian Stewart. And I'm also playing Brian, and Brian has a quirk. He's sounds like Julia Child.
Yay.
Laura?
I am the announcer and Mr. Davis. Neither of them have quirks.
I get to be Elaine, and her quirk is that she sounds like Forrest Gump. I'm also the Shadow. Also, David, whose quirk is he sounds like James Bond.
I don't think I mentioned it, but the quirks were also randomly decided.
Yes, they were.
They were drawn out of our famous fishbowl. Right, Sabrina, what you doing?
Sabrina, where are you?
I'm sound effects and woman.
Hear her roar. The sound effects galore.
I have my own quirks, but that's a personal trait. I like to highlight things.
Hall of Fantasy.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
This is not good. I don't even know. Oh, God.
It tells you what you're supposed to do.
I know. This is going to be bad.
Is it ever good?
No, it's going to be worse than normal.
Alrighty. And now...
You are a great folio artist.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking.
The Hall of Fantasy.
You know, I would think the Hall of Fantasy would be more menacing, not like really joyful.
You know, I wanted to be the announcer.
It's 1953 and 2020 it is. It's the Hall of Fantasy. But 1953 is the Hall
Listen, the announcer didn't have a quirk, and you said I could do whatever I wanted.
Okay.
So the announcer's very happy, okay?
You be very happy then.
Good, I'm gonna be.
All right, sound effects.
You gotta do your drum beat again.
Oh, my drum beat again.
That's right. She was too upbeat, so make it menacing.
Do the Phil Collins.
Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. I'm gonna do it so
Thank God
happy
that was
now.
echoing drum beats.
It said echoing.
Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown.
The happy supernatural.
That's correct.
That's right.
Supernatural's very happy.
Witches.
Look at that. Come with me, friends. We shall descend into the world of the unknown and forbidden, down to the depths where the veil of time is lifted and the supernatural reigns as king. Come with me and listen to the tale of
Gong. That's all I wanted you to do the whole time. I'm like, yes, just say gong.
You're gonna have to edit a lot.
Nope.
The Shadow People.
Elaine, have you been? I mean, have you seen anything else since you spoke to me last? No, I haven't. Ever since my mama died, nothing's happened except giving me some chocolates. Well, I only hope that.
Holy crap!
What set off? What's it was. It was. But it was supposed to be off screen. So you should have left the room. What's that? It came from upstairs. Come on. Oh.
Run.
You don't think... I don't know what to think. I only hope that. David, if anything's happened to him...
Run.
We'll hear those footsteps and see in a moment. There's no light in this room. You wait here, Lane.
Stride.
Let me go with this gleeful stride and find where's the light. Over to your left.
Walk. Click. Walk.
David, what's wrong? Why didn't you leave the light on? It's because your father's dead, Elaine.
Butley's here?
Yeah, hushed evil laughter. Who else thinks that? Muttley. I also thought it was Sabrina's line.
Not this time, suckers. In just a moment, the Hall of Fantasy will present The Shadow People, an original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Shadow People. We haven't started yet? God damn it! No, I just announced that we will be starting.
That was the pre-start.
Thank God those weren't my real effects.
When did we first discuss it? Oh, yes, Brian and Elaine and I. It was in my apartment. There was only one light on the entire place.
You skipped a line.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I did.
Somewhere along the line of your life.
Oh. I was so busy reading Eerie.
That's okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Take it back to Eerie.
So much for no editing.
No, we'll keep going.
Oh, God.
Elaine.
No, David.
No,
Elaine.
no, I did that.
No, you gotta shriek.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
That was your shriek?
Yeah, that's Forrest Gump shrieking.
Okay.
This is... What's wrong?
Elaine, what's the matter? It's silly, I know, but I thought I saw something in that doorway over there. Where? Over there. Right over there by the sounds.
Big footsteps.
Oh, I was like, what is BG? Yeah,
Couldn't buy a vowel.
Apparently not. Thud.
Where are you going, David? Over to that archway. Just to let you know that there's nothing here.
Thud. Click.
Does he have a squeaky shoe? Okay, I was just checking.
He stepped in some mud downstairs.
Okay.
There, you see, Elaine? Nothing's wrong. I brought my chicken. I'm stuffing it. Nothing at all.
There, are you satisfied? There's no one here but us, and Julia Child.
Yes.
Click.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just thought that Janet'd be here too, and
Click.
leave the overhead lights on. I'm sorry. I just got to be secretive. I thought that. Put them back on, David. Please? No, I shouldn't, but I will. All right, Elaine.
Click. Thud. You know, David, you're really